Hello, I'm Crackshot. Welcome to Crackshot Chronicles. Today we're going to have a gun review. Which gun? The Springfield Armory XD45, chambered in 45 ACP. Now when you first get this gun, it comes in this really cool hard plastic carrying case. It does an excellent job of protecting it. Well padded, and it has a hole in it so that you could secure it with a padlock. On top of that, when you first open it, the first thing you can see is that it comes with a 2 magazine holster, a XD gear speed loader for your magazine, and the Springfield Armory extreme duty gear holster for your gun. Now, let's talk about these before we talk about the gun. Ooh, looks so pretty. Okay, so here, this is what we have. The XD45 holster that comes with the XD45, in my opinion, works extremely well if you're going to use it for IDPA competition, pistol action shoots, because it's designed that when you hold it on your belt, it's an outside the waistband holster, and you run your belt through these belt loops. Once you run the belt through, the weight of the gun causes the holster to cant out. It tilts away from your body. That makes it extremely easy for you to grab your gun and draw the gun extremely fast. However, it also presents an opportunity for a gun grab when you're walking down the aisles of Walmart. If somebody decides to walk past you and you're wearing this gun in an open carry condition, anybody that brushes up against you or comes within arm's reach can easily grab your gun and take it out from that holster. The reason why, it does not have a retention strap to keep that from happening. It doesn't have any retention features to keep it from being yanked out. The only retention it has is this little Allen wrench screw that will tighten it down to make it harder to draw the gun out, or loosen it to make it easier. That same screw also works identically in the same way as far as holding your magazines in your magazine holster. Is it a poor design? No. Is it something I like? No, because I like to carry my gun close to my side, not sticking out so somebody can grab it. Now we can proceed and talk about the gun. When you get the gun in the box, what comes is 2 magazines, and they're 13 round magazines. They are stainless steel on the outside and plastic on the bottom and on the tops. They work very well. They do not jam, cause me any problems. They seem to have no issues cycling any kind of ammo that I want to run through it. It also comes with a nice little hard bristles brush to clean the gun with, which I'm sure you could buy something that's much better condition. It also comes with a Allen wrench to be able to tighten the retention screws on your magazine. Your magazine or your holster. And it also comes with the XD45. This is what we've all been waiting for. Now, right off the bat, it is a very dark black, kind of like a parkerized finish, but with a smoother texture. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's very hard. I've had this gun for, I don't know, maybe 2 years now, and 3 years. No, it's been almost 5 years since I've had this gun, and the finish is still relatively intact. It is showing some minor signs of wear, but nothing that I can't see at a glance. You have to really stare hard and search for it. It is a polymer frame handgun. It has a 4.25 inch barrel. It is striker fired. It has 3 safeties. It has a thumb safety, which it works very similar to a 1911. Up is safe, down is fire, and the safety happens to be ambidextrous. Up for safe, down for fire. It also has a grip safety on this. If you notice, when I push that, it makes the gun able to be fired. It's designed so when you grab the gun initially in the holster, you automatically have engaged the very first safety. The second safety, of course, being the thumb safety, And finally, the third safety is inside the trigger. Inside the trigger well, there is a little secondary trigger, kind of like the Glocks have, and it works extremely well. Also, pretty much, you can't drop this gun and have an accidental discharge unless something mechanically goes wrong with it. Now, as far as the other features that the gun has, it does have some stippling on the front strap and the back strap, which makes it extremely good for gripping when your hands are sweaty. They get a little getting used to when you first grab and you squeeze tight, you let go, and as you can see, if you look at my hand after holding it tightly, you can see my fingers have the same pattern in the grip on my fingertips and on my hand that the gun has on the front strap and the back strap. So if you're really squeezing it really tight, you will feel that pinching your skin just a little bit. But over time, as it wears, the edges, the sharp edges, get rounded off, and I no longer notice it. It does have a very nice thumb detent right here on the right side and the left side of the pistol grip. So it doesn't matter which way I hold it, whether I'm shooting left-handed or shooting right-handed. There's a natural place where my thumb naturally wants to rest. It's got excellent trigger ergonomics and grip ergonomics. The magazine well is very, very huge, as you could see. I don't know if I can get any light in there, but there it is. But it's a huge hole for that magazine to go in there. It is double stacked magazine, but for some reason, the way they built this gun, it just doesn't feel awkward. I think they took up the slack because the walls of the pistol grip is so thin that it doesn't feel like a double stack. It feels a little bit bigger than a single stack, but I've had some 1911s single stacks that I can't tell the difference in thickness by the grip. It's so perfectly ergonomically designed. It also has some serrations for gripping in the rear of the slide and on the front of the slide. It also comes with a live round chamber indicator. So if you look real closely, there's this little piece of metal right there. That piece of metal pops up when you put a round in the chamber. You could feel it. It's about 1/16 of an inch sticking up protrusion, and you could see it when you hold it sideways. Let me see what else this gun has. It does have, I said, a 4.25 inch barrel. This is one of the older guns, one of the first ones that came out, and that's why it has all these the thumb safety and grip safety. The new ones do not have that thumb safety. I don't know if I said it's striker fired, and it does have a really nice high visibility sighting system. Look at the rear sights here. See how? Let me see if I can get this centered. See how well you can see those rear sights, and the front sight is also extremely easy to pick up, whether it's a dark or a light target that you're up against. The gun further has the regular standard 1911 style magazine release button. To break it down for cleaning, all you have to do is take this slide lock lever right here, push it up, and marry it with that square notch that's been cut out in the slide. Once you push the slide to the rear, you lock it, push it up in there, and it holds it in place. You take this take down lever and rotate it up. When the gun is new, it does hurt your fingers a little bit, but it will work its way through over time. Once you get that part done, you pull the slide to the rear and release the slide release lever. Push it down. That brings the slide into the battery condition. Pull the trigger, and now you're ready to separate the gun. Next thing you do is you take this, you pull this out. This is your recoil spring and operating rod guide. You just don't have to break this down at all. All you got to do is just clean it with a brush. A lot of CLP or whatever cleaner you prefer. Same goes with the barrel. To remove the barrel, you just grab this little part here. I'm not sure what it's called, but you just push forward on the barrel and it comes right out, just falls out in your hands. Once you thoroughly clean that and lubricate it, some CLP in here will clean it, or Hoppy's cleaning solutions, whichever you prefer. A hard bristle brush. You do not have to break this down any further. This is all you need to do. If you want to break it down further, I'm sure there are YouTube pages out there YouTube channels out there that will show you how to do it, but it really isn't necessary. To reassemble, you drop the bolt right back in. Take the operating guide rod, slide it in. It self locks in that little niche. Once you put it in together, it won't fall out no matter how hard I shake. Line up the slide with the lower receiver. Lock the slide to the rear. Rotate the takedown lever. Pull the slide to the rear, which allows it to slide forward again. Once you unlock it from the slide lock notch, and you're ready to pull trigger, gun go bang. That's all it takes. This gun is safe to dry fire. It is extremely well balanced. It is fairly heavy because it is a full-size gun, but it will keep you well protected if you keep it clean and lubricated. That's pretty much it for the Springfield Armory XD45. It is chambered in 45 ACP, but they do make them in other calibers like 9mm, 40s, and 357 SIGs. Now, this one is one of the older models, and that's why it has the thumb safety. If you don't like that thumb safety, none of the newer ones have it. I forgot to mention that it also has a Picatinny rail on the bottom of the gun, so you can mount either a laser or a weapon-mounted flashlight, whichever you prefer. If you like this video, please hit subscribe so you can get more just like it. Also, please hit like and comment. Feel free to share with your friends so I can grow my channel. Thank you so very much for watching. This has been Crackshot Chronicles. Have a great evening.